Okay, so like it says here, we know the sine and the cosine of each of these angles because the cosine is your x-coordinate and the sine is the y-coordinate. But what if we want to know the tangent of each of these? How would we determine those? So I'm going to start using the 30-degree one as our first example. And I'm going to go ahead and draw in the triangle sides, okay? And our 30-degree angle is right here. So this is 30 degrees. So we know the tangent is opposite over adjacent. This is our opposite side. This is our adjacent side. So our opposite is our y, and our adjacent is our x. If we want to find the tangent then of 30 degrees, we can say it's going to be the opposite side, which would be a half, right? Because that's our y value, right? And the adjacent side is our x, so this can be over and that would be the tangent of 30. Now clearly, that's opposite over adjacent, but we do not want to have a quadruple decker fraction. So how do we divide fractions? So once upon a time, probably about 6th grade, because I taught 6th grade in a different life, it seems, when you divide fractions, it's the same thing as multiplying by the reciprocal. So keep the first one, and then you multiply by the reciprocal of the denominator. Okay, so you notice that we keep this, and then we find the reciprocal of that and multiply. All right, what's going to happen here is these 2's are going to cancel out because you're multiplying by 2 on the top, but then you're dividing by 2 on the bottom. And then we're left with 1 over the square root of 3 as our answer. Okay, now let's take a moment and remember from last week, we learned about rationalizing denominators, and we were not really supposed to have a number that's not a whole number in your denominator. So we need to multiply the top and the bottom by square root of 3 over square root of 3. And the answer ends up being, let's just multiply straight across, 1 times square root of 3 is square root of 3, and then square root of 3 times square root of 3 is square root of 9, which is 3. So that's our final answer for tangent of 30.